inside the darkness, self-conscious and scared, held prisoner of war, running out of air, buried in the sadness, on their way out of this paralyzing world. And the sound of a cry when the foundless loved one dies, it echoed through a vacant room where a young soul still resides. And the light is gold, and you feel like no one knows what it's like to be the only one buried in this hole. You can make it to the sunrise. You can make it to the sunrise. Searching for a way to escape the madness, a dire need for change as we fight for better days. The hurt and the pain cut deep like a razor blade, holding in a cry for love, abandoned and afraid. When the night is cold and you feel like no one knows what it's like to be the only one buried in this hole, you can make it to the sunrise. You can
hope you guys have been having a good one. Oh, don't do this to me. Oh, right. I did change things. Oh, 1 second here. Is that... I forgot that I changed where it's going. Also, I need to update my game. Give me 1 second here while I fix that. Got that. That's my controller, guys. You don't have to worry about your stuff. That's me going off the charts. Alright. Alright, so... Hey, what are you doing, game? Is that the answer? There we go. There we go. So we've made some advancements and we've got 1,400 strength. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what else we can get before we hold the peace accords with everybody and their grandmother. We just found out that something had the ability to indoctrinate like a Reaper, but wasn't a Reaper.
Commander.
Okay, we got all that. Holding off on Arya's request until a little later. I want to space these DLCs out. So Dock 42 is if I want to go do Arya's mission. Let's go here and see what pops up.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need to get to the refugee camp.
Yes, Commander.
Garrus, Yara, Lab. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this thing. Oh, real quick. I forgot about something. Boop. There we go. There we go.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment.
Should have gone to the hospital so I could turn in that and get a little more resources.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
We were deployed to Tiptree. It's a small human colony. We were supposed to help with evac. The enemy was landing. Just scouts, the Turian things, a few of the big ones.
Okay.
We were spread over half the continent, getting colonists to shuttles. wiping out husks.
It sounds like you were doing good work.
Could I have a gun? I'd feel a lot better.
Just tell me what happened at Tiptree.
Hey, Mitchell.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Right?
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm head physician in the Presidium Clinic. You gave me this chance. I assume you're here about Lieutenant Commander Williams?
How's Ashley doing?
Very well. Her rate of recovery is amazing. I still want to keep her under observation, but she should be fit for duty soon.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
Things are getting tight throughout the whole medical network.
Right.
Citadel reserves run deep, but they can't hold up forever.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
This war has left a lot of injured people homeless. How's your center handling the extra load?
There we go.
We're getting more refugees every day. Throughout the Citadel, triaging and finding open beds is our biggest challenge.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
The Blue Suns, Eclipse, and Bloodpact mercenary gangs have unexpectedly announced that they have united to
She's in the second area, so she's in the inpatient wing.
the Hanar homeworld. Kasha has reiterated its support for
Alright, let's see. It's weird because in other games you wouldn't be able to like eavesdrop and pick up stuff, but that's like 90% of how you get missions here apparently.
I overheard you talking. Grissom Academy is gone. But I found this while I was there.
What is this? Yes, these are tailored to human physiology, but with a few alterations, they should work for the Asari as well. This is exactly what I needed. Thank you.
Cryptid Shepherd strikes
Listen to me, those
again.
prototypes are vital. We need these biotic upgrades to fight the Reapers.
Okay. Haven't found the... Oh, she's
Good to
up.
see you up and around.
Yeah,
Everything all right?
I guess. Oh, I took Udina's offer.
Right.
Spectre status. Congratulations.
Seems small compared to what's going on.
You ready for the responsibilities of a Spectre?
Hey, Ellis.
Doesn't feel real yet. Maybe it'll sink in. I don't know what duties I'll have. Everything's a mess right now. What do you think of all this?
You're a fine soldier with an impressive record. You deserve this.
Thanks. That means a lot coming from you. He said we'll have the official ceremony soon. Once I'm out of here.
And after? Any plans to come back to the Normandy?
If I have anything to say about it, yes.
You're a Spectre.
I'm
You
glad.
have something to say
You
about
feeling
it.
better?
I'm fine. Other than the pile of paperwork the doc's gonna throw at me. Sorry I'm so distracted, Shepard. It's just...
What's going on?
I heard from my mom. They got out
Okay.
in time. They're
That's
okay.
good.
Good. That's good news.
It is.
But yeah, hi Alice.
Did your sister make it to the Citadel?
She did. But... her husband was killed in action.
I'm sorry, Ash.
Thanks. Yeah. Sarah wasn't much for the military life. We were all surprised when they got married.
I wonder how many families are getting torn apart by the Reapers.
I don't want to think about it. Seems hopeless sometimes.
Sometimes.
Don't blame yourself for this, Ashley.
I know. But I'm her big sis, you know?
You're
In the
supposed
fell
to
clutch
chase.
of circumstance, I have not winced or cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings
stop.
of chance, my head
Widget.
is bloody. But I'm
Go
bound.
lay down.
What's that from?
Invictus by Henley. One of my dad's sappy
Go
poets.
lay down.
It's about not giving up.
Right. My sister wants to do a thing at the memorial. Nothing fancy. Just
lay down.
some words about the family. It'll be tough.
Keep me posted, all right?
Will do. And thanks, Shepard.
Alright. Now that we got her under control. Let's see. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. So sane. I think I've exhausted. Oh, I can go talk to Commander Bailey. But otherwise, nothing to see here. Cool.
Ilium is under attack. The Asari colony is across the galaxy.
And then we continue our hunt for Leviathan.
Appears to be the same that attacked those planets.
No, you don't understand. This is important.
According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks
On
are
the
part of a
Citadel.
massive
We have several alien patients here at this time, and we need... No, regular Metagel won't work. We need the modified version for better absorption rates. Don't you dare hang up on me. This is a medical emergency. We can't wait forever on this.
Okay. We can't wait forever.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Let's see.
One
Citadel
moment,
embassies. We'll see what Chief Bailey's got to say. We're also gonna check.
Now arriving at
Over
Titanium
here.
Embassy.
The Reavers occupy most of Palaven. It appears that Turian forces may...
And we're gonna see what's in the Spectre tank. See what little Spectre things I can look up.
It never rains, but it pours, eh, Shepard?
That bad, huh?
Things here are getting tense. So many refugees scuttling about, rumors flying about the war. People are walking around eyeballing each other, and we can't keep up with the reports on suspicious behavior.
Right, because it's all suspicious.
It'll probably get worse before it gets better, Bailey.
Yeah, if it ever gets better.
Oh, Bailey. You're one of my favorites. Oh, that's Earth Counselor. This is the Spectre offices. Yes. Spectre offices. He's just there as a permanent NPC, I guess.
Inducted new agents into special tasks and reconnaissance today. Among the inductees, Lieutenant Commander Ashley Williams, who is now the second human Spectre. Tower insiders say
There we go.
symbolic meant to placate humans who fear Earth could be abandoned in the galactic war. A second private ceremony will soon be held.
Dealt with those.
From across the Milky Way, this is the Alliance News Network.
Okay, we got some upgrades. We got that. Nice. Shui.
Used by a disgraced Commander Shepard to refer to a theoretical enemy.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
I really
One
think
moment,
I can
please.
talk to his unit and finally find out what happened to the poor bastard, but
Now arriving at Ward's level, Purgatory.
So I thought about talking to Commander Bailey some more about that guy scamming the refugees.
Really? What'd he say?
Any idea how busy he is? He said I thought about talking to him, not that I did.
Damn it. One of these days I'm going to shoot you.
No, you won't. I'm the only one willing to stand here with you all day.
Shut up.
it's been handled. Dude has been deported.
Those Cerberus bastards had us. Assholes. Shit, they just kept coming and coming. And not even sure from where. Fucking hell. And poor Bilal. They didn't have to take him out like that. Brutal. Brutal. Brutal.
See, they said his name, so...
Wait, is this because you all secretly want to nail me? Well, secretly except for Richards, who wrote poetry.
No, nobody wants to... Poetry.
Well, it didn't rhyme, but I think it was a prose poem. Or else he was hammered and messed up his punctuation.
No, listen, it's not like that.
So am I one of the guys or not?
Now, you are totally one of the guys.
So buy me a damn drink, dumbass. And let's get some dancers. Perky ones.
All right, deal. Later on, we're gonna kick Richard's ass.
There you go. About time that finally resolved. Oh.
Salud.
Salud. No, I can't talk to him yet. Damn it! What do I gotta do? Okay, I guess I have to go to Denny and recover dog tags or something. Let's see what the journal says. There it is, Benning. Okay, so we're just gonna do that. I'm gonna wait until a few more people show up before I just start knees deep in Leviathan. Rhinos, Ishma, Crescent Nebula, Shrek Abyssal, Sigurd's Cradle for Serb Lab, Kelston Rift, Hades Gamma, Nebula, Exodus Cluster. Alright, you know what? Let's go do this one because I think I know what this one is. Come on.
I found something.
We'll scan. What do we got? Yes! Javelin missile launchers. Hell yeah. Alright. There's one more asset hiding in that system, and after I do this...
Signal confirmed.
Perfect. Okay, there's the fuel. And here we go. Perfect. Welcome in, Ben. How you doing, man? We're still pretty early in the game. I haven't even done the summit yet. I have a goal in mind, and I need 4,000 resources to make it happen. Alright, so we've got some money. Recharge speed. We'll do the recharge speed. be looking at the armor damage. But yeah, welcome in, man. Pop a squat. Take a load off. We're gonna auto level you up. And we'll auto level you up. Cool. My reputation's getting up there.
Commander, I've got a hail from Admiral Hackett.
Put him through, Lieutenant.
Shepard, we've uncovered a secret Cerberus lab, function unknown. We sent in a recon team, but they were forced to pull out before they got very far.
Any other intel?
We think they're using the facility to warehouse and study Reaper tech. We've been wondering how Cerberus is connected to the Reapers, and this might give us some answers.
There you go.
We're on it.
Find out what Cerberus is doing and get me any Reaper tech samples you can, Commander. Hack it out.
Excellent. Thank you, Cortez. You know, I almost feel like this is like kind of the intro mission to doing the multi-player.
Commander, I'm tracking some tech with a Reaper signature. That's your first sample to grab. Updating your nav point.
On my way.
Get down. Oh, they dead. Looks like a truck. I pass on the containment.
Well, that's weird looking. Guess we found it.
Got the sample.
Roger that. Meet you at the landing pad.
Ammo. Anything cute? Troops are really intense, no one styles ever, and suicide on capture order. Seriously, they can call it integration. Okay. So some sort of. Okay. Oh, it's been a while since I've had to think about any tales from retail. You'll have to give me a second, and I'll let you know. Okay? We do, however, have drinks.
Second sample located, Commander. Nav point updated.
Good work.
Well, yeah, at least you asked before you spent points. Anyone else want to play? Suicide on capture orders confirmed. Cerberus is my friend. Obey, protect humanity at any cost. Oh. That's sad. That didn't last long.
Get the cover!
Be Reaper tech. My brain hurts just looking at it.
Lieutenant, second sample secure. Heading back to you now.
Negative, Commander. Pad got hot. Have to bug out. Got 3 birds on my 6. Taking fire. Scratch that. Make it 4. We'll rendezvous when I can. Out.
We just need to hold out until Cortez can pick us up.
Nothing like being stranded.
Never said it would be easy.
Buddy. Your favorite target practice.
Stay focused. This isn't over yet.
I could do this all day.
Cortez, do you copy? What's your status?
Engaging multiple targets. Time to
Lieutenant!
Last stand, Commander?
Just stay focused and keep at it.
Get out of here. Hitting the same spot. Never feels good. There we go.
Cortez, do you copy?
I don't think he made it.
He'll make it. Let's just keep the landing pad clear.
There you go. Look at them. That's almost comical. It's like speed up run.
Commander, had to go dark side to shake him. Coming in hot. Be ready.
We're ready for extraction as soon as you can get here. We're at the extraction point. Ready for pickup.
Almost there.
Ain't that beautiful? All right. That's Cortez for you.
Commander, we've got our best engineers looking at the Reaper tech you secured from that lab.
What was Cerberus doing with it?
We don't know yet, but whatever Cerberus is up to, it can't be good. Even if we can't determine its purpose, we've disrupted their experiments.
Yeah,
I doubt they'll just close up shop.
it won't, but
Agreed. We'll keep sending strikes against the facility. Good
got
work,
something.
Commander.
check the war chest. Javelin missiles release dark energy upon impact. This creates devastating space-time disruptions. Dreadnoughts in the Allied fleet. Okay. Data liberated from a research lab includes reports on the composition and strengths of various Reaper units. Can use it to strategize. Nice. Sorry, dude, you're stuck with me for a little while longer. I'm still doing my best to come at this with a strong front force. Alright.
When this war is over, I hope we find
find every race that sat back while we bled and get some payback.
Yeah, that's a great plan. Follow war with more war.
Commander, you may want to check in on shuttle pilot Cortez down in the armory.
Let's go have a chat. They want me to talk to Cortez.
Don't you dare. They're everywhere. You just get taken too. I can't just sit here doing nothing. Stay with me. Run. Get out of there. You can make it. No, I can't, Steve. But you can. Promise me. I love you. But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't. I love you. But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't.
Commander. Sorry. Didn't see you there. This is a recording from Ferris Fields. Months ago. I lost a lot of friends that day. I lost my husband. I grieved. Said goodbye, made my peace.
Huh.
You were talking to him when the collectors hit?
I was organizing construction at a remote station a few clicks south of the main colony.
Okay.
Robert managed to get outside of the field the collectors put up. Instead of running, he called me.
I'm sorry for your loss. He obviously cared a lot about you.
He was afraid I wouldn't let go. But for him, I moved on. Or at least I thought I had. Then the invasion hits, there's no time. And the one thing I grab is this. I mean, what's the point of moving on with your life when everything is going to hell?
Start thinking that way and we've already lost.
Yeah, you're right, but... Well, to be honest, I've never felt as alone as I do right now.
You're not alone, Steve. I'm here, anytime you need me.
I appreciate that, Shepard, I really do. But don't worry, Commander. When I'm in that pilot seat, I'm there 100%. I won't fail you. It's just the downtime between missions that's hard, you know?
I know.
Yeah. When you have a mission, you can sit there and you can distract yourself with the mission. It's something to solve, something you've been trained to deal with, something you know you can do. But when you don't have that distraction, that's when everything goes to hell.
Stay.
What the hell's up with Edie?
She's found a new home, I guess.
A super hot, sexy home. You take her on a mission, I'm gonna be just a little bit distracted.
Lol. At least he's honest.
What's with you and the nicknames?
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
So, I'm a loco, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty crazy, but the shit you've done makes me look sane.
That's fair.
I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other.
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him on Earth a few months back. He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I said so. It'd go to his head.
You mentioned a mission you had against the collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk, or...
Or what?
Beat it out.
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that. Next topic?
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
Alright. And of course he likes hanging out with the heavy weaponry. Okay. Adams, Donald Lee Daniels, Diana Allers, Javik. Chakwas, Liara Garris, Edie Joker, Trainer, Victus. Let's go ahead and use this. Let's go to the crew deck. Hey, Chalta, welcome in. How you doing? You need to knock that off, Widget. You aren't as scary as you think. Oh, that might be me too. I think I upped my game. Ellis, does my sound good, or am I too soft, or am I on the soft side? Let me know. That way we can tell if it's not just you, Chalta.
Shepard. So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you...
Okay. Try this. Okay.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's
there we
not
go.
there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah,
All right.
somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all
Right.
of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He went to his dad.
He used to work for CSEC, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
Okay.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy. Meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer.
Right.
But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at CSEC, putting together all the pieces.
So?
If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
Exactly.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
Okay.
What did you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more.
There you go.
We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
Well, thank God.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight.
Exactly.
It's something I learned long ago in CSEC. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth.
Right.
If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
That's all for now, Garrus.
Anytime.
Oh, Garrus. You stop. Go lay down. Okay. So, Garrus is being Garrus about it. This is the crew quarters. I don't think there's anybody that's actually here. Yeah, she's having an aggressive day.
Dr. Tassoni found useful information in the data you recovered.
Let's up our damage. Faster cooldowns.
Commander.
There we go.
Hello again, Shepard.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints.
Right.
Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
Perfect.
Is that high tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
Oof.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Like I
Of
already
course.
did all of that, so she has no extra dialogue. Okay. That's that. Let's go ahead and head on over to the next floor. We'll go to engineering, and then we'll get this party really rolling.
You're saying they survived into this cycle?
Yes. We called them Collectors. They fought for the Reapers. For a long time, no one knew they were Prothean.
And when did you realize?
Shepard had no choice but to kill the ones he encountered. They were all indoctrinated, and had been for a long time. I'm sorry.
I am grateful. It was an act of mercy.
Yes, I suppose it was.
It seems you believed Protheans built the mass relays. The Reapers are cunning in their deception.
Right.
Allowing life to flourish, century upon century, letting us believe ourselves the masters of the cosmos.
And then
Then
tearing
the
it
truth
down.
becomes known. There are monsters in the dark spaces, and we are their prey.
Okay, so that's Javik taken care of. I believe there's a couple more. And there's, yeah, this is Diana's.
Newest crew member. You mean the biggest story in 50,000 years that I can in no way talk about? So you have seen him. Just wondering.
Wow, look at all this.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Right.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
Nice. Okay, so we got that done. All right. Time to get back to work. Yeah, there's a good reporter. Her name's Diana Allers. You can have her, or you can have Al-Jalani. And I chose her and punched Al-Jalani. So in Skepsis, there's one more. Nothing here. If you take it slow. I wonder. If I leave and come back. No, it's still there. Well, we got our punch in. She ducked, remember? He's like, yeah! And then Shepard's like, if you know what's good for you, you'll stay down. Okay, there we go. Oh, Jesus. Let's go to Plutus, because we can. Let's try here.
I found something.
Okay, start the scanner. What do we got? Perfect. Oh, I got them all. I'm gonna try this real quick.
Signal confirmed.
Fuel. Thank God. Yes, there is a disk system. Not my favorite system, but it'll do. Come on. Yeah, I angered the geese.
Faster than light jump successful.
Okay. We're gonna go to the relay here. To the Ismar frontier. Alright, we're back. There's the fuel depot. I think I tried all this. And this is, yeah, this is a no-go, so there's nothing here. It's literally just, hey, this is a gas station. You know what, let's try the Crescent Nebula again. God damn it. Okay. So, that's it? Yep, that's it. We got it. And again, guys, I'm real sorry if this is a little boring. I'm more than willing to talk with you guys, though. But I have a goal I want to accomplish with this playthrough. And unfortunately, I'm gonna fall a little short in one of them. APN Crest is done. X's Cluster almost done. I've done a mission, so it should be. There we go. Okay, so Utopia has everything. It's Asgard that's... Yeah, the genophage. Oh, Jesus. Bye.
Evasion successful.
Okay. Now I need fuel again. Back to my gas station. Don't know how the genophage is going to play without Morden Solus, and that's the problem. That is the major problem. Okay, so APN Crest done, Exodus Cluster done, the Petra Nebula. Yeah, they well, it's because of the Normandy's stealth systems. The system stealth-wise. And it requires visual contact in order to see the ship. So Hars is done. We have Intrel and Indris.
I found something.
Got it. More fuel? A little bit. But that's everything here, so I get to move on with my life. More fuel. Cool.
Reapers eluded.
And then we go to Indris. But yeah, that's pretty much how it is. More fuel. Sweet, I'll take it. Now I never have to come back to this system. Okay, so Kite's Nest done. Petra Nebula has nothing. It has nothing. I remember this. I was like, come on, there's got to be something here. No, there's nothing. Okay. Galveston Rift's done. Circuit's Cradle. We got some work to do. Shrike Abyssal. And then after I do this, I'm going to do the War Summit. Because Leviathan Leviathan is something that can be done all the way up.
Signal confirmed.
There we go. This is a lot faster than others. Fuel. Time to go.
Faster than light jump successful.
We'll go down to Thal, and we'll see what our fuel situation is.
I found something.
Fuel? Fuel. Okay. There it is. The Vorcha Labor Team. We can go to Kaisil with this. And then depending upon... Oh, we should have plenty of fuel for that.
Signal confirmed.
There we go. More fuel. Okay, we can definitely hit up the last system. That's everything. Okay, now we go up to Early Rast.
I found something.
Alright, and... Perfect. Prothean Obelisk. There it is.
Evasion successful.
Come on. Let's just feel like that much.
Reapers eluded.
All that just for
Faster
some
than
fuel.
light jump successful.
We made it. That's sneaky 100. Oh, they angry. They angry. Super angry.
Evasion successful.
Apian Crest. I haven't been to the Minus Wasteland. I'll see if Benny's in here. We have to go there.
Signal confirmed.
Fuel from a fuel depot. Okay, that's everything. Minus Wasteland. This is the last place Benning can be.
Reapers eluded.
We have Cacus and Farinata.
found something.
Alright. Up here. Got him. More salvage. Oh. I kind of put that wrong.
Faster than light jump successful. Evasion successful.
Get my fuel. And go.
Reapers eluded.
All the way up to Farinata.
Signal confirmed.
Fuel. Cool.
Faster than light jump successful.
As we come back in from here, which brings us close to the planet. Now I should be able to start the scanner, get it. Court. And away we go.
Evasion successful.
And now it's time to leave, and I never have to come back to this place. And they so angry.
Reapers eluded.
Okay. I've literally scanned everything I can in this game at this point. Fill up on gas. And then we're gonna... Okay. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I know you guys are watching me play. Alright, there you go. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes. I will be right back. I'm going to clean up a little around here and get rid of some garbage. So Leviathan is a creature that the Reapers are kind of scared of and are trying to track down. And the main story is the main story. I haven't done this DLC, which is why I'm kind of willing to push this forward. The other DLC I have access to is known as the Citadel, and it's the one with Arya Talok giving me quests to help her take back Omega. And I never got to play that one either, but I'm going to hold off on that one until later on in the story. Which reminds me. While we're here, let's go check and see how that affected my war assets.
Commander.
Void Devils are a recent military creation consisting of Vorcha fighter pilots trained by human and Turian mentors. And a Vorcha labor team. We got the 3rd Marine Division in the Alliance 1st Fleet. Was one of the Save the Colony World Elysium from Pirates and Slavers. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like the vote was for Reapers for doing Leviathan. Yep, DLC Leviathan. Okay. Was that you, Mez? Yeah, I know. It freaks you out. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me who did that. Oh, it was you. Well, thank you for the bits. Half of Delta's officers have an M5 designation with a few N6 in the range because they specialize in conflicts outside Citadel space. Okay. And anything else? Nope, that's it. Okay. 1625. Alright, sorry Primarch. We're gonna go see a man about a Leviathan, and then we're gonna hold your summit. But I wanted to make sure that we had stuff to show we were doing our best to help everybody. I need to be the cryptid the universe needs.
Commander?
Okay. So we're gonna go to the relay, we go back to the Citadel. Alright, here we go. Leviathan DLC. I have to have Edie. There we go. No. Your room. Ismar Frontier. Why do I feel like I have access to those? Or maybe I'm not supposed to yet. Because I went through and I scanned every single place I could.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to kill me.
Right.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around.
Artifact tests negative for infrared and ultraviolet, no gamma or X-ray. Artifact does not react to application of various stimuli. Internal readings inconclusive. No progress in determining age. Isn't really important. Fell asleep at dusk. Artifact is definitely inert and safe. Recommend keeping it here for reference. We should all be near it. May be more useful than a Leviathan in long run. Recommend we abandon hunt for Leviathan and sink more productive studies.
They were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
Anything interesting about the artifact structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
What is going on with that Huskhead? I feel like that Huskhead's gonna be...
Edie, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
There's got to be something here on this artifact.
Okay.
What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson.
Right.
However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs.
Could be worth a look.
Alright. I mean, synchronized kill animations are definitely an issue. But not the one we're here for today.
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Okay.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approaching, her concern was warranted.
Right.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call it the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
Okay, so maybe...
Reapers. Let's hope we find Anne before they do.
Oh, data pad.
Does anything in Anne Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Nothing relevant.
Any idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the Project Requisitions Locker.
Any correlation between Project Scarab and these unexplained creature sightings?
Not beyond Leviathan itself.
Okay. Current task requisitions. The Icarus. There you go.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted civilian comm buoys. But we might learn more if we find the ship's specifications.
Good thinking.
There are specifications for several ships here. We need to find the Icarus.
Which ship am I looking for again?
The Icarus.
The Icarus. Here we go.
The ship has enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Right.
Okay. We can rule out the relay system.
Alright.
The locker is secure. We must locate an access card to open it.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems.
Okay, well that narrows it down a little. Just a little.
Can you identify this, Edie?
It originates with a pre-spaceflight culture, but there are none recorded in the Pylos Nebula.
Interesting. Okay. They didn't leave it there. If I were to guess, it's upstairs here somewhere. No. Okay. Let's return to the Normandy. Find her access card. Or a access card. Maybe over here? Here. Nothing here because I already grabbed all of the research. Okay, so it's not out here. No. Okay, come on. Can't open anything.
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster is more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Okay.
We found Prothean data earlier. Are there any ruins in the Pylos Nebula?
Nothing Prothean.
Bryson's assistant, Hadley. Do we have an update on his status?
He is in a vegetative state. The doctors believe it is permanent.
But the miners recovered when the artifact was destroyed.
Hadley lost consciousness when he attempted to answer our questions about Leviathan. It may have been a deliberate attempt to silence him permanently.
Right.
What about criminal activity in the Pylos Nebula?
Because the area is part of the Attican Traverse, criminal reports are unreliable at best.
There we go.
Access card for the requisitions locker?
Yes. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab. Wind protection gear. Didn't take breathing masks.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems with compatible planets.
Okay, that takes care of that.
Based on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Excellent.
Good. Let's go get Anne Bryson.
Bye, Boris. I have named the head Boris. Maybe I can get them to finally talk. I've been trying to get them to talk forever. And they refuse. They refuse so hard.
I hear you. The way people in there keep acting like nothing's going on.
No, that's just them coping with the war. It's the bottom feeders that are getting to me. Profiteering on the lives the war is destroying. It's sick.
It's just business as usual as far as they're concerned. For some, it's even more business than usual.
I hate that they're getting away with this. And we just sit here doing nothing while people on Palaven are dying.
We could leave, quit CSEC, go to Palaven to help with the war effort, find your family.
Right?
Spirits, you do that?
We're partners, aren't we? Of course I would.
Well, he's not complaining about the con artist.
No. I'm telling you, I saw the look in his eye before he started off across that street. It was like, come and get me, Death. You piece of shit.
But you're not getting anyone else.
Exactly. You're not getting anyone else.
Hey, you ready to get this party started?
Hey, Mel, you're, here.
Hell yeah, I'm here. 8 hours. I'm spending as much time at this bar as
Alright,
The banner of the 1st Regiment. That should put some steel in their spine.
Alright. He's not talking anymore. Finally, I can go talk to the diplomat. Finally, I get to talk to the diplomat.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Yes, his squad did return. I could. Tell me you have found my son.
Not yet.
My apologies. Why won't you help me?
Victus has requested a war summit of council races. And reports
So
suggest
where's
he has
this
also
alleged
offered an invitation to
diplomat
the program.
then?
Good morning.
Asari intelligence is reporting sightings of Reaper forces in the Salian Nebula and the Nimbus cluster. He's under attack, although the Asari colony is across the galaxy.
Alright, no.
The invading force appears to be the same that attacked those planets.
But what I need is...
According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive
But those assumptions
organized
merely leave my son stranded in enemy territory.
There he is.
I think I recovered the obelisk you mentioned from the Shrike Abyssal. It's waiting in Bay D24.
Really? Thank you, Earth Clan. Were your people involved in a secret construction project of some sort? I am certain this obelisk would help. Thank you again, Earth Clan. Our military strength is minimal, but we are proud to help as we can.
Offered an invitation to the Krogan.
Well, there we go. Okay. I'm Bryson, Sarkesh. Okay, I need to open the Krogan DMZ, which I can't do yet,
Welcome,
not until I've
Commander
done the
Shepard.
summit.
Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Okay, so that takes care of that. Okay, that's everybody.
Now arriving at Docking Bay D24.
We're going back to the Normandy, and time to continue the Leviathan DLC. Now that we know where Anne Bryson is. That's the diplomats. All right.
I found something.
Come on. Okay, more stuff to do. Jovian dissertation.
Faster than light jump successful.
Only half of the okay.
Signal confirmed.
Come on. We need this place. There it is. That's the fuel station. Now we go to the dig site.
I found something.
Okay, so this is the planet for the mission. Close grouping of environmentally shielded habitats and an active power source. Okay,
We have located Anne Bryson's dig site.
not yet. There's the wreckage. Now we do this, it'll reset the Reapers back in the home system, and then I can scan that, get the last asset, and go. Okay, we're fine there. We're fine there. Actually, hold on. We're gonna undo. Oh, I just locked it in.
Okay,
Oh, well.
so we got reports of an attack on some scientists, right?
Right. Edie, can you tell us anything else?
This is the main site of a series of excavations established under Dr. Garrett Bryson. Staff records confirm the project lead is his daughter, Anne. She has recently uncovered another artifact possibly linked to Leviathan. That discovery must have made this dig site a target.
Right.
Yes. The attack means the Reapers are one step ahead of us. We need to pick up the pace. And since Bryson's daughter is our only lead, our objective is clear.
Get her out.
Cortez?
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails. Getting some strange signals, though. Give me a minute.
That artifact she uncovered could be causing trouble. We've already seen what they can do.
Right.
Agreed. Take us in closer.
Copy that. We have hostiles!
Take us in.
Commander, on the landing platform!
That's her. Okay, let's get this.
Tracking multiple boats!
Get us over there.
Negative, it's too hot. Heading to lower platform. Hang on. There, go!
Jump!
There we go. Out he goes.
We're in the shit now, Commander.
This old thing could come down. Move. She's somewhere above us.
Is anyone there? I'm coming down.
No, stay where you are. This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance Navy. Too dangerous. We'll come to you.
Yes, okay. You should take the elevator up on the far side.
Copy that. We're on our way.
Okay, there we go. Right to the elevator.
Through here.
Commander, they're swarming everywhere up here.
Can you find a place to hide?
I'll try.
Get there. Stay put.
Follow instructions and get out of here alive.
Watch out!
Shit! There goes the easy way.
Look for another path.
Oh, he did. Stop pedaling crazy and pull up here. Alright. Way heavier, lower damage, higher fire rate. Yeah, no. Oh, no, don't want you. Okay, let's see. super smart.
Looks like a bridge over there. Controls are broken. Someone try to fix it.
Right away. Some wires are short. Shouldn't take much to fix it. Give me a sec. Got it. Raising the bridge now.
Sure thing.
Ah, shit! We got a base!
Front of it!
There it goes.
Bridge is up!
Move! That elevator can't be far!
Again.
This way.
There's the elevator!
Got it. And the elevator's blocked. Is there another way up?
I'll override the pod door near you. There's an access point above, Commander, but you'll have to climb to it.
Copy that.
Anything else? Let's see. We'll have to climb to it. So how do we do that? Oh, I see.
More of them ahead.
Money for that? Take that flag. Alright, up we get. Harvesting as usual. Nope, nothing here. Ammo, that's good.
Let's find another way.
Just gotta get higher.
I think we can climb through here.
Commander, they attacked my assistant Hopkins. We're being cornered.
Stay hidden, Doc.
We're trying, but there's too many of them. Hurry!
Yeah. Yeah.
Ann, are you still there?
We're barely hanging on. Wounded. Are you close?
We're moving as fast as we can. Hang in there.
Coming down!
Around. Go around.
Anything else?
Don't move until we get there.
On the elevator! Get to it!
Got some more data. Let's go up. That's the elevator. Here? Nope, just a vantage point. Sweet. That is uplifting my time.
Elevator's online. We're coming up.
Please hurry. I think Hopkins is dead.
That or he's a husk. Which might as well be the same thing.
He tried to run. I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others. Where did everyone go?
I'm sorry, they didn't make it. Doctor, I need you to come with me.
Oh god. Yes, of course.
Thank God she actually has the wherewithal to, recognize that she's in an impossible situation.
I was at another dig site when they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but what's happening?
Commander.
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Yes. Yes, we think so. It's old, much older than my father thought. And there, as if the natives were under its power. Clearly a Reaper, but acting alone. Not like any Reaper we've seen before.
Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course. Incredible. It's just ahead.
Alright, here we go.
It may sound strange, but I'm certain it affects people. Their behavior. I've only had a short time to study it.
We know.
Not strange at all. Did you find anything?
Not much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates.
Get down!
It's anathema to Reapers.
What are they doing?
They've activated it. I've never managed anything.
Doctor?
They've learned too well. The darkness must not be breached.
Shepard! Take it out!
Got it!
You okay? Cortez, we have Ann Bryson. Need a pickup.
On my way, Commander.
Copy that. You see the shuttle, you run. Don't look back.
Okay. Yes.
You need to get rid of that harvester.
We'll bring it down.
Oh god. more months in the 2-month streak. I appreciate it. I appreciate you.
You okay?
Yeah, Commander. I think so. I blacked out.
Leviathan took control of him. We cut the connection before you got hurt.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
The
Excellent.
Reapers seem as interested in it as we are.
Yeah,
I'm
it
doing
certainly
alright.
seems that way.
We were hoping you could help us figure out why. But first... Doctor, I have some bad news.
Anne, please.
It's hard to hear me.
Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector.
How about now?
I have to call my father. He'll want to know.
Anne, you need to listen to me, okay? Your father is dead. I'm sorry.
Nope, not working.
He's... What? Dead? He can't be dead.
That's alright. But is this working for you, Mystery? Is that louder?
We met with him, hoping to find out what he knew. Something happened.
Okay.
Something happened?
You're not the first to lose control. Your father's assistant. One minute he was fine, the next... drew a gun on your father. I couldn't stop him.
I can't
Okay,
believe
so
this.
it's this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who
knock
can
it
help
off.
us.
Widget.
And
No.
I want to see his office.
we'll arrange for transportation. Meet you there.
Just take her with you. You dumbass. Okay. Now that we've done the mission here, it resets the Reapers in this system so you can go back and retrieve everything you missed. So I just have Narif, who has a Mass Effect ring. If I'm right, there it is. Should be, yeah, the field depot. And now I've done the Pylos Nebula 100%. I think I've 100%ed every system I can. Except the Space, and just in case. Yeah, there's the Crescent, Shrike Abyssal, Second's Cradle. I missed something. Get it. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Something, anything, give me something. There it is.
Evasion successful.
So now we come in from here. Pick it up. There's my fuel. I knew it would be near the
Reapers
Mass Effect.
eluded.
Wait, now Sigurd's Cradle's done. We've gotten everything. Now it's time to go back to Bryson's lab. So those are Reapers, and they have it out for Shepard. So whenever they detect anything that could be the Normandy, they get interested. That's what the little bar at the bottom of the... So basically, whenever I do a ping and scan to see if I find anything of interest, the Reapers can pick it up. When the Reapers pick up my pings, it helps them triangulate and locate where I am. There's a little bar at the bottom of the screen that shows the Reaper alertness level. When that bar fills, Reapers start flooding into the system to try and overwhelm and lock me down. Because they recognize that Shepard is the main threat to their invasion. He has unified races against him. He has done everything he can to knock him out.
Hello? Anne? Are you here?
Upstairs in the office.
Anne?
Oh, Commander. Yes, I'm sorry. Just... This is hard.
Of course. Are you all right?
Yes.
No.
No.
Well...
I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
One of the things BioWare did badly was they didn't pace their DLC.
trivial.
So when you start a DLC,
A disagreement
it
on how
just-
to file some
you
of the
can
specimens.
railroad right through it.
I was mad about something else. I don't remember what. And I took it out on him. So stupid.
It's all right. I can come back.
No, please. I'm okay. Seeing all this again? He was so obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
So
I didn't get a
maybe
chance to
this
know him.
section was meant to be more
Sometimes I
towards the
felt
end
the
of the
same
game,
way.
but I don't know.
He
'cause
was
they
a
don't
great
pace
man.
the DLC.
A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
I was angry. Still am, I guess. But sometimes, he was so full of stories, he nearly burst. I loved that about him. It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this out.
We have to.
I mean,
I need to
haven't
know what's
even
on the
done
other end of
the
that
first
artifact.
major plot
What he
mission.
died for.
We need your help. You're our last chance.
You're right. Let me dig into my father's work to see what I can find.
There it
Anne,
is. The
you sure you're up
turning
for this?
walk.
Yes. When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark. But my father taught me to never be afraid of the dark.
The darkness must not be breached.
I'm still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psych evals. But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
I don't think you're... Well, yeah.
You studied the Arachnite?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Arachnite as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders.
Right.
At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
Okay.
Hey, Loco. Need a hand?
Whoa. What are you doing here?
What brings you down here, James?
Saw what happened to Ann back at the dig site. That ain't right.
Well, make yourself comfortable. We didn't detect any energy
What's going
emissions
on
from
with
the
Boris?
artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right. Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
You said Leviathan's control
Commander,
is similar
you
to
see
a
this
quantum
thing?
entanglement
This is
communicator,
great.
which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site. He was getting too old for long digs, but he hated being stuck in the lab. He nearly missed my graduation because he was on a dig. Showed up still wearing his field gear. God, he'd have hated dying here.
Hey, Edie, husk bites, they don't turn you into a husk or anything, right?
I recommend you apply Metagel.
That's what you get for messing with Boris. The head's name is Boris.
Hey, if nobody claims this thing, we could take it with us. You know, for research or, I don't know, whatever.
All right. Just don't tell anybody.
Nice.
Hey, Boris head.
You think Esteban will let me set up bowling pins in the cargo bay?
What the fuck are you doing here, Vega?
Anne, I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
You mean let it take you over? That's too dangerous.
It's my call, not yours. You said I'm your last chance to find this thing.
We have no idea what will happen.
Right.
If we wait, the Reapers will get to Leviathan first. I'm the only one here who's spent enough time with it to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Oh my god.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
Noted. Edie?
Energy signature locked in. Waiting for activation.
You sure about this?
Yes. I'm sure.
I'm gonna be right here.
Okay. I'm ready.
Yeah.
James, drop the containment shield.
Shield is dropped.
Artifact online.
Yes.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Yes.
Edie?
No trace yet.
She downloaded herself into a robot so that
Signal
way
is
she
tracking.
could help in the
Maintain
field.
connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Yo!
Maintain connection.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Belay that, Lieutenant.
Signal is fading. Maintain connection.
We can fight them. We can win this.
The cycle cannot be broken.
Yes, it can.
You're wrong.
Focusing the point of origin. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
I'm stopping this! Back off! Where are you? Where are you?
Beyond reach.
Oh,
Trace complete.
James!
Got it! Okay. Yeah, we're good. Shit.
Anne? Anne, talk to me.
Kind of.
She's a mess.
Edie, did we get it?
We have a location.
Hang in there.
Leviathan coordinates sent to the Normandy, Shepard.
I hope it was worth it.
It will be.
I'm taking her to Med Lab. See you back on the Normandy.
He did not like that at all. Oh, return to the Normandy. There's nothing to do with all of this. Okay. Alright. He was not a fan. What we know about Leviathan is that it uses Ezo to travel around every so often. It can indoctrinate people like a Reaper. So the current going theory is that it is a Reaper that has decided it doesn't want to do what the other Reapers are doing. The Reapers will immediately stop whatever they're doing and invade any system that shows even a hint of this thing.
Commander?
Let's go talk to him. That was a rough call for me, I know.
I don't know the scientific measurement of a shitload, but that seemed like a shitload of harvesters. That Primarch's got some real cojones. What we need are more politicians like him, taking names and kicking ass. Hey.
Okay, he won't talk to me right now. Alright, let's go ahead and head straight to the system. Sigurd's Cradle. Oh, shoot. We finished Sigurd's Cradle. There's more to Sigurd's Cradle.
Faster than light jump successful.
Oh, boy.
Signal confirmed.
Okay. That's neural map. Nice. Oh, we got everything in mill. Let's go up to Linal. Hopefully we get some more fuel.
I found something.
They're gonna hate me in this system, but we got what we came for. Okay, that's everything.
Evasion successful.
That does Cytophin.
Signal confirmed.
And down here. Cool. Okay.
These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
Yep, that's everything. Cool. Let's do it. Time to meet Leviathan. This is gonna be... So guys, this is gonna be an expo dump. and we're gonna have a lot of questions about the Reapers answered. Just to warn you. A lot. It's gonna be an exposition dump. So, it's a writing term. An expo dump is when you dump a ton of lore and plot all at once. Okay, we got it. Okay. Let's go ahead and up fitness. There we go.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
Never seen anything like it. Can't imagine what's waiting for us down there.
Reaper Killer, assuming Bryson's task force had it right. Doesn't look like it wants to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
Sure, but now what? Let's suppose it is a Reaper. Is that the kind of help we want?
Nobody says we have to be friends with it. But if this thing has the rest of the Reapers worried, then we need its help.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Oh, God.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Yeah.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
That's possible.
Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Status! Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
Everyone all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Not our best entrance, Shepard.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
Busted ships, makeshift shelters. We're not the first ones down by that pulse.
Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
I'm not recognizing any of those ships. They're ancient.
Yeah.
Shepard, we got one of those artifacts.
Explains why no one gets out of here.
The whole will hold, that's what they say. Whatever God watches over Ezo Prospectors came through for us. Despite a hell of a smack-ton of water landing, the Monarch displaces enough air to stay afloat. We're all thankful to be alive. Captain Pratt even ordered the champagne broken up. Big puzzle, what downed us in the first place? Kunshin says it wasn't lightning, some kind of pulse. A directed energy weapon? Okay.
Any idea how old these are?
To get bones that clean. Real old.
I have managed to, so far, avoid any spoilers on this particular deal.
Look up there!
We've got company, Shepard. Must have been right behind us.
Protect the shuttle! Cortez, situation.
Swapping out the parts, Commander. Hang on.
Cortez!
Almost there, Commander.
I see you hiding there.
Cortez, what happened to almost there?
That's development, Commander. Fixing it now.
Cortez, I need that bird in the air.
Just a few seconds. Commander, I'm airborne.
Give us some cover fire.
Copy that.
Oh god. What happened to the other bird?
Another pulse hit me. Flight control scrambled.
Get it. Cortez is in trouble. Get to him.
Where'd he go? Oh, he's all the way out here. Sweet.
Commander, I've got enemy contact. Under fire.
Okay, we're clear.
Nice work, Commander. But there's a development. We need to talk.
Hey, look at that. I have to hold on to it? Okay. We'll do it.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
What about the Normandy? Joker could swing by.
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
And we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
Okay.
A diving mech?
It's a Triton model. Military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration.
Okay.
As long as the seawater hasn't corroded, it should be good to go.
Well, if that's what we have to do, let's get started.
Yes.
Hold on a second. Are we actually considering?
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
There's your answer.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
Okay.
For you, Commander.
Never a dull moment. Grab another cell, Shepard. We'll hold them all.
Okay. Okay, we're now charged up. Next one's down this way.
Good.
Oh.
I need to get in the water before they come back.
Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
Destroy that artifact. That artifact. How am I supposed to get this down? There we go. I want it. What's going on here? There we go.
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
Whoa. Hey, Commander, are you really serious about this plan?
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Right?
Okay, SEALs check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Let's go.
Take care down there, Commander.
Closing hatch.
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comlink.
I read you.
Here goes.
Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
Down we go.
Suit holding up, Commander.
Looks good so far.
Getting some commentary here. It's on.
Copy that. Cortez? Cortez!
No, Commander, you do not get help. Not down here. There goes your light. There's your flare. Those flares are really the only thing that work that far down because it's a chemical reaction.
Not sure if you can read me out there. Looks like I've finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational. Scanner indicates the probe is below my position. Looking for a way down.
We're going deeper. God help me, we're going deeper. We're already in the red. We're down to...
Shutting down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface.
Right.
Can't worry about that now.
We're at 3,100 meters. 3 kilometers deep. 3.1 kilometers, right? I know somebody out there.
Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there.
System does not like the pressure, but we're going to keep going. Jesus, I can barely get this guy moving. This has to be like wading through concrete.
Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
There we go.
Can't see anything just yet.
There's the probe.
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving.
So here's where the probe ended up. Yeah, we're now at 3.2, and we're starting to hit the upper limits of our gauge. Still firing out flares for effect.
What is that?
We're about to find out. Oh. E-Big. No. The flares just fire off automatically.
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more.
Here we go.
Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Dan. What's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one. Why aren't you fighting back?
Because it's a matter of...
war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed.
Okay, so that's
with a single
Brayson's
thought.
assistant.
But you are different.
And that's...
I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat.
And rightfully so.
And I must understand why.
It's using his mind to help him interpret the conversation so he doesn't fry his brain.
For cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost.
And here's the problem.
As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned true.
It was
And
envisioned.
now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos.
Okay.
It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no
Indoctrinated
warning,
force.
no reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter.
So it wasn't a case of quality, but quantity.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination was not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
You were discovered.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle for the safety of this world.
Or what was safe.
Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper.
So one Reaper per
Perfect in
harvest.
its design. Each formed in Harbinger's image. Our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected,
Okay.
and gave rise to indoctrination.
What's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose. Preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled.
Right.
It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Okay.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for.
So each cycle
Harvest will
makes
continue.
one Reaper. In this cycle, humanity was chosen for the honor of creating the next Reaper. Harbinger was the first Reaper.
Do you know anything about the device we're building? It's supposed to be a super weapon.
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
It's the one
Okay,
variable.
you made your
that-
point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
If you release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
The Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this, once and for all.
You're gonna get your answer, Shepard. Oh my. That's 3. I wonder how many more are here.
Your confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance.
Once every 50,000 years.
But not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today,
they would war with their own AI. And that AI would invariably destroy them. So to create a solution, they made an AI to think on the problem. Okay. I've turned this damn game down so much.
Shepard, wake up! He's freezing! You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
We're lucky we got you back.
How did it go down there?
We found it. It's real. And a lot more than we ever imagined.
It's not a
So was it worth almost dying for?
I don't know. But we proved it can't hide anymore. That it's a part of this war, just like us. And it's gonna help fight.
Sounds like a hell of a story.
Yeah. One for the history books.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Right.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
This was like
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Oh god,
Hack it
millions
out.
of years, not even 5 million. So, to go back and basically summarize what was explained. We know from the Reapers that their whole process is to end sentient life before it destroys itself, because it always does this. So by ending it and converting it into a Reaper, they preserve the knowledge of that race. Leviathan clarified that they only do this to one race in each cycle. Shepard's actions earned humanity that honor, which is what we were fighting in the second game, was the prototype Reaper, the proto-Reaper of humanity. Special ops soldiers have volunteered to co-live. These attacks aim to make Reaper creatures thralls of Leviathans. On a small scale, this could cause chaos and disruption. On a large scale, and if given enough time, Reaper creatures dedicated to exterminating their own kind. Small number of artifacts and relicta symbol top might develop a countermeasure. We got the Jovian dissertation and radiation shielding sheath. From the Turians, we got Dexter Ashes. Okay. Kind of. Each cycle they just make a new Reaper. Now the fact that there's thousands of these Reapers means that this has been going on for years, because I just did some quick mental math. They got it... Stop. They got it so that one cycle is 50,000 years, which means 10 Reapers take 500,000 years to make, and 100 Reapers took 1,000,000 years. Take 5 million years to make. And there's over 1,000 of these things, which means this has been going on for like millions and millions of years. And it all started with Harbinger.
You hear we had to evac another colony? We're losing a lot. Don't hear about the Reapers losing much.
Well, Reapers don't have colonies. Neither does Cerberus. If they did, we could drop an asteroid on them.
Commander?
Hey, welcome back, Ellis. You just missed an expo dump. A humongous expo dump. Harbinger was Harbinger's different in that Harbinger is the first Reaper, and it was made by harvesting the race that made the AI that produced Harbinger. So basically this race controlled the whole galaxy. But the problem was the underlings were dumb. They'd make an AI, they'd go to war with their AI, and the war would invariably cause them to wipe themselves out along with their AI. And as Leviathan said, dead races don't provide tribute. Like, they're used to being gods. So they were like, okay, we can't figure out how to get these guys to stop. We've told them to stop. We tried to make them stop. They aren't stopping. They keep making the same mistake over and over and over again. So they made this AI, kind of funny, and the AI's job was to figure out how to make these races stop destroying themselves. How do you stop this? And the Reaper's answer was, do not let life get to the point where it destroys itself. Cull it and let it grow back. Then cull it and let it grow back. So the first culling was the race that created the Reapers. It's kind of like you prune the tree in order to make sure that, you know, okay. Sigurd's Cradle's done. We're gonna go here for fuel. Yeah, pretty much. If your tree was the entire friggin' galaxy. So with that, I have explored everywhere I can. I've done everything I can short of doing Arya's quest. I am planning on making Arya's quest before the next major problem. So in Mass Effect 2, we find that they harvest the people and basically jellify them, and that liquid goop that they turn the people into is used to fuel the Reaper. Like, it creates the Reaper's brain juice, so to speak. Oh, there's a fuel depot here. And they aren't saving all the races. Like, don't get me wrong, they are doing what they can, but they only preserve one race in each cycle. They create one Reaper in every cycle. This cycle's Reaper is supposed to be humanity.
Commander, the Solarian Dalatras and Krogan clan chief are ready to come aboard.
Have them brought to the conference room.
Yes.
And hope this doesn't start another war.
That was a Proto-Reaper that was supposed to become a Reaper.
The Krogan is in no position to make demands.
The Krogan has a name. Urdnot Rex. And I'm not just some junkyard Varen you unleash whenever you're in trouble. I've got my own problems.
Oh, Shepard was standing up near the galaxy map, so he was looking...
So why should I care if a few Turians go extinct?
Trying to draw out negotiations will get you nowhere, Rex. I have no time for it. Just tell us what you want.
I'll tell you what I need. A cure for the genophage.
Yes, it's Rex.
Absolutely not. The genophage is non-negotiable.
Why are you so opposed to the idea, Dalatras?
Because my people uplifted the Krogan. We know them best.
You mean you used us to fight a war you couldn't win? It wasn't the Solarians, or the Asari, or even the Turians that stopped the Rachni. It was Krogan blood that turned the tide.
And after that, you ceased to be useful. The genophage was the only way to keep your urges in check.
Dalatras, you may not like him, but Rex is right. Insulting him won't change that.
I won't apologize for speaking the truth. We uplifted the Krogan to do one thing: wage war. It's all they know because it's all we wanted them to know.
Your people should have thought the matter through then. Was it really a surprise the Krogan revolted?
Yeah.
That's precisely my point, Commander. We made a rash decision. We turned to the Krogan in desperation. It's the same mistake you're about to make today. No good can come from curing the genophage.
The Krogan have paid for their mistakes. The genophage has gone on long enough.
1,476 years, if you're keeping track.
It was 1,000 years of peace, free from these brutes.
Enough!
Excuse me?
Whether or not they deserve a cure is academic. It would take years to formulate one.
My information says otherwise. A Solarian scientist, Malin, grew a conscience. He was on my planet, testing a cure on our females.
Okay.
I remember. His methods were barbaric.
But what you didn't know is that other females survived his experiments.
Right.
So the Dalatras here sent in a team to clean up the whole mess and to take them prisoner.
Okay.
Where did you get this? It could be a fabrication.
Don't insult me. Those are my people. They're immune to the genophage, and you're going to give them back.
Dalatras, is this true?
How will curing the genophage benefit my people?
Morden is a confirmed kill. So in the crew quarters, there is a wall of the dead to honor all the people that have died on Shepard's missions. Morden Solus is on the wall.
How long do you think you'll last alone against the Reapers? Because if you don't help, that's how it'll end up.
And I'll be the last friendly Turian you ever see.
What's it gonna be?
The females are being kept at one of our STG bases on Surkesh. But I warn you, Commander. The consequences of this
will be nothing compared to what happens if the Reapers win.
Let's get the females.
You're not setting foot on Surkesh. This will take time.
It happens now. As a Council Spectre, Shepard can oversee the exchange.
We're going.
I won't forget this, Commander. A bully has few friends when he needs them most.
Oh boy. Experiment 1. Hold on. Oh, Malon is the one who made the experiment and was Morden Solus's protege. I know, right? We'll probably get to a good point in this, and then we'll stop
This is the
and
Solarian
continue
homework
on
we're
another
headed to.
day.
They aren't used to seeing Krogan here, so let's keep it simple. We land, get the females,
Oh,
and leave
Grunt.
before anyone changes their mind.
Grunt.
I still don't
Grunt's
trust
still
a
alive.
word they say.
Mordrin was the Solarian.
Let diplomacy play out, Rex. You'll get what you want.
These females are the best, and probably last hope for my people.
We'll bring them home, Rex. You've waited long enough for this day.
A lifetime. I appreciate the assist, Garrus.
Figured you'd gone soft sitting on your throne. Forgot how to hold a gun.
The Dalatrass
Commander,
is the
I have
race
a
of the
Solarian base on
Solarians.
sensors.
Mordrin
Set her
was
down.
the one that was really pink in the bright white armor. He was like a pinkish red.
Commander, Solarian ground control says we don't have clearance to land.
Tell them the Dalatrass authorized this herself.
I knew they'd never keep their word. Let's see them try to stop a Krogan airdrop.
Rex!
That's Rex for you.
We have an unauthorized landing.
And who authorized you to hold my race hostage?
Halt! Stand down! Hold your fire! Commander Shepard, restrain your colleague. We only found out about this transfer a few moments ago.
I'd like to avoid a diplomatic incident,
As would we.
but you have something valuable to Rex.
Something worth dying for.
This matter can be resolved, but
Yes.
I must insist he remain under guard.
I can handle this, Rex.
If anything goes wrong and all bets are off.
Yes, these are Solarians. Mordrin was one of them.
I'm Paddock Wicks, and I appreciate your understanding, Commander. With war on everyone's minds, our people are on edge.
Hey, look, it's a Yogg.
Careful! Watch the containment shield!
Brings back memories.
As you can see, this base
No.
contains sensitive information.
Not necessarily.
What kind of work goes on here?
Evolutionary trials, morphological simulations, exogenetic assessments.
They're a very short-lived species.
Nothing is ever simple with Solarians, is it?
Science has always been our best defense. The research we do here has kept Surkesh safe for millennia.
Does that include studying lost Krogan?
The females were in poor health when we found them on Tuchanka. They were brought here to stabilize their condition.
This whole planet smells wrong.
I'd like to see them.
Of course, I'll need to clear you for the lower levels. Give me a few moments and meet me near the elevator.
Attention biolabs. Please prepare
This is where all you Solarians come from, huh? No wonder you're so soft. Too busy writing poetry about waterfalls.
Yeah, no, it's alright.
Over in Intel
So the Solarians, they're a very short-lived race. So because of that,
Turians are the biggest fleet in the galaxy.
they put their all into whatever they're working on. For Morden Solus, that was biology. He was like the biology genius. And so he re-engineered the genophage because the Krogans were evolving past it, and so he fixed it. And then his apprentice Malon caused trouble when he started trying to undo what Morden did. Morden held on to the data, but yeah. Kirahi!
Commander Shepard, it's Major Kirahi. I'd heard you were coming.
Good to see you again. Sounds like you've been promoted.
Yes, due in no small part to our mission on Vermeer. Hold the line. You saved my men that day.
Good to see a friendly face, Major.
Garrus Vicarian. Always a pleasure. It seems the Reapers have a way of bringing us together.
What do you think about bringing the female Krogan here?
Our scientists say it's important to preserve the females. Evolutionary paradigms. I say when people know you're hiding something valuable, they'll want to steal it. Either way, I have my orders. They'll be your problem soon enough.
I guess we're both still feeling the effects of Vermeer.
Yes, ironic. You destroyed the genophage cure, yet now it's the key to an alliance. Your standoff with Erdnot Rex is legend within STG.
Really?
I'm sure you saw Rex's entrance.
Our colony's 3 systems away saw it.
Big guy's pretty angry about being put on a leash.
Apologies, but better that than a Krogan with a shotgun wandering the base. Think of all the casualties. Our medbay couldn't handle it.
Are the Solarians prepared for war with the Reapers?
I've heard what they're doing to your Earth. I'm not sure any species can prepare for that.
Yeah. I mean,
Though
good
rumors
point.
suggest you're building a superweapon of some kind.
This business with the females is part of it. I need the Turian support, and they need the Krogans.
Which is why I never became a diplomat. Too much handholding. Leave it to the Dalatresses.
Yeah, right?
How did you get posted to this base, Major?
I led the team on Tachanka that found the females. Nasty business. Malin may have meant well, but his operation was crude. Test subjects were unaccounted for. The females easily escaped his lab.
Security seems high. Are you expecting trouble?
Our motto in STG is to always expect trouble. Failing that, create trouble for someone else. Our enemies have the same idea.
I knew I liked Solarians.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
Likewise. And Commander, regardless of what the politicians decide, you can count on my support retaking Earth.
Oh, thank God.
You do that?
Consider it my way of returning a favor. It would be an honor to fight alongside you again. Good day.
Oh, Kirhi, you're my boy.
Another incursion?
Air defenses report unidentified craft skirting our inbound approach vectors.
It's like someone's testing.
I don't like what I'm hearing. Appears that way.
I don't like it.
Agree with him or not?
Alright, we're just...
This is a restricted area. Please stay back.
We're just
Who gave the
looking to
order?
see
Our superiors. That's all that matters.
But they're gonna
if
cure the
there's
genophage.
any research, and then we're gonna stop here.
Shepard, I don't like this. I should be the one going in.
How about you stay here and we only fight one war at a time?
That was just good old-fashioned Krogan hot air. If it had been real, they'd be dead.
Hey, maybe when this is over, you and I can go toe-to-toe. Just for fun.
Shepard here almost did. He ever tell you about our little chat on Vermeer?
Oh, God.
You could say we had a disagreement. Good times.
Right. The best.
Who tipped you off about the females here?
Elon.
Sorry, Shepard, but they're listening to every word we say. I prefer my Solarian liver served raw.
I hear Vorcha prefer it grilled.
Back on the Normandy, you said Reapers were sighted on Tuchanka.
Clans Jorgal and Ravenor sighted a few landing parties. The Reapers are up to something.
Right?
Tuchanka may be a pile of radioactive rubble, but it's our pile. Then we'll fight to the last Krogan to keep it that way.
Radioactive?
Garrus. I have to make friends with the one Turian in the galaxy who thinks he's funny.
Imagine how I feel. I'm supposed to hate Krogan, but you came along and warmed my heart with your winning personality.
I could throw a few Solarians off a cliff, if it'll make you feel better.
What do you know about these females?
They weren't fertile, so we used them as decoys to draw off enemies from the ones who were. But Malin's experiments changed that. These damn Pyjaks stole them right out from under us.
Reminder that Pyjaks are the little monkey creatures that have been running around Tuchanka.
That's a pretty brutal way to treat your women, Rex.
The females suggested it. We've had to make a lot of tough choices to ensure we don't all die off.
Damn, that's rough.
It's just one more thing that'll get better when the genophage is cured.
Are the Krogan ready to fight the Reapers?
Ever since Sovereign showed up, I figured this day would come.
See,
my people
another
have spent
smart guy.
too much time selling ourselves out as mercenaries. Now we can get back to doing what Krogan do best, saving everyone else from giant monsters.
Never going to let us forget about the Rachni Wars, are you?
The last time I was at the Citadel, I didn't see a Turian statue in your honor.
Wait.
Just wait till this war is over.
It's been good talking
the
to you again,
statue
Rex.
that's on the Citadel
It'll be
is
even
for
better when we have a
Rex?
few Solarians
Or for
for
Rex's
lunch.
race? That's what I'm unclear on.
You do know that if anything happens to the females, I'm turning everyone's skulls inside out. Just a fair warning.
Yeah, the way he said that makes that super unclear. Okay, so we're going to save here. We aren't going to do this tonight because I don't have enough time to finish the entire mission. That mission's like a 1-hour endeavor. It's a big, long, drawn-out mission, and as you can figure out, there's a lot of combat that goes on during it, and I want to come at it from a fresh perspective. Plus, we have the whole Leviathan DLC to kind of think things through. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and we're gonna bow out. Thank you, everybody, for coming on down. I really do appreciate it. Fresh perspective. So thank you all for coming on down. Give me 1 second while I figure out who we're raiding. And I'll go ahead and I'll play some music here for us. Alright. You know what? Alice will like this one. We're actually going to raid Care Level 0. So Care Level 0 is interesting. He actually works for Red Hook Studios, but he does like to do his own little thing. He's currently playing Disgaea 6. I don't think he'll answer questions about Darkest Dungeon, but still, he's a cool guy. I like supporting him. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to raid him. From what I hear, it's like late fall, early winter for DD2. Yeah, he's one of the people on the Red Hook team. And if you guys aren't a member of my crew, And you really should be. It lets you avoid the ads and everything. You can use that one. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming on out. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We aren't going to be doing Mass Effect. We're going to be doing something special for the 4th of July. So I'll catch you guys over there. Thank you so much. We're going to roll credits and call it a day.
The driver, because then I could sit in the back seat with the grenades, and I could attempt to throw them ahead of us as we were driving and time them so that he wouldn't notice, but he'd drive right over a grenade as it went off, killing both of us in a fiery inferno. I'm an awesome co-op partner. Dissinger, thank you so much for the raid. How the hell are you? Come on in. We are working our way through the 7th chapter of Disgaea 6 right now. And for what, cold air is nice? Yes, when you can get it. I grenaded Daimyo's car a lot. I mean, I was in it, but you know. Do similar things to a friend in 301 satellite nuked his VTOL. Now, to be fair, I do make a point of trying to only kill him if I'm in the car too. I don't know that you can use the satellite-based, or I guess it was drone-based weaponry. I don't think you can use that one while you're in a car. So Dissinger, what were you up to? Oh. Ah, the Legendary Edition. How is it? I've, on the one hand, I kind of want to go and see what they did to my handiwork in Mass Effect, but on the other hand, I'm kind of terrified of going and seeing what they did to my handiwork in Mass Effect. Alright, that's right. Item team, I need my research team to get the hell out of here. Yes, want to research. Send them back into the trapezohedron. Lady Harl, Mizador, Melodia, Piori, Moduline all going in. And I will send my higher level people as well, which at this point looks to be Kika. Still Kika. Goddamn, dude. The trip down there must be helping him level a fair bit. I guess the next one up would be Mama Shield's going back in. Off you go, team.
Come on, let's go, guys.
Been interesting. Played 3 well before DLCs came out. My playthrough was before the reworked ending, so things changed a lot since then. I never finished playing through the single player of 3. I loved the multiplayer, though. I played a ton of that.
Follow me, please.
Played this guy in 3 and 5. My favorite characters were Mao and Usalia. Mao was special. I really enjoyed Mao. Original trio is my favorite overall, though. It's just, you can't beat Laharl and Flan and Etna in combination together, you know?